Hello you guys and welcome back to the Dofe channel. Today we're going to be talking about Scentsy and the empty products that I have here with me. Let's go ahead and start with the break. So if you're unaware, what Scentsy is usually wax that add aroma or fragrance to your home. Depends on whether you like them fruity, woody, fruity, whatever you want. They have like different deeper aromas like you are gonna love. Some of them have been my favorite ones since July almost until September pretty much, and I gotta admit that I'm very surprised of some of the quality. They last a little longer than I expected, and some of them are surprisingly not as long lasting. So let's go ahead and start with Sugar Cookie. Sugar Cookie is, this is a break by the way. Let's go ahead and make sure I clarify that. So this is only a size that you can add if you are subscribed to the monthly subscription that they have. It's completely free. You can cancel it at any point. They give you, I believe, a 10% discount every time that you achieve like $80 or more. And they have really good things to offer. So let's say if the bar that you like, for whatever reason, it ends up leaving the catalog and you still like it and you added it, you'll still receive it every month. It could be every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. Now, this is on the scent of Sugar Cookie, and again, this is really beautiful. I love how this one smells. It's more of a bakery scent. I definitely felt like the strength of this one was really nice, and it lasted a little longer than I expected. Now remember, this is the regular size. So now going back to the size, this is the Glacier Water. I have a whole mixed up. I have several of different aromas. Some of them are going to be repetitive, so excuse me. I usually warm like 2 to 3 bars throughout the whole house to make sure that we get the same potency. And I don't like to divide. I'm starting to slowly break that habit of kind of like divide every room with different scent, because a lot of the times I don't have all the aromas repeated. So let's go ahead and see this one. This is Glacial Water. This was the scent of the month of August. This is a very clean vibe. This is more like a softener vibe. I wasn't a fan of it. It smelled really good, but I felt like it didn't last longer. I feel like every time that they create new batches of Scentsy wax bars, for me what has worked is leave them for a while and then start burning them again. Like, let's say this one didn't warm or the scent didn't last as long as I wished. Some of them last like 4 days. If you add one cube is more than enough, for me at least, in one of the warmers. And I think that it lasts a little longer, 4 to 5 days, whereas this one is 2 to 3 days. So what I do is usually preserve them and then I use them the next month or 2 months, and sometimes I forget, so I end up warming them a little longer than expected and they last a little longer. So let's go ahead and see this one. This is the Scentsy Soak. This is Bright Cider Life. This is one of my favorite scents for fall. It smells really good. It smells more of a pumpkin, apple-y kind of vibe. It says that it has Epsom and pink Himalayan bath salts and has Spice Harbor cider, pumpkin, and red apple. Of course, I caught it because we've been using the hand soap for like a longer time in our bathroom, and I love this scent. This is a scent that I definitely would recommend 100% if you're into those type of vibes, more about pumpkin. I have, this is the Glade. We use this one for our carpet. I feel like this was way too powdery. It was hard for our Dyson to pick it up when I clean the carpet. It just wasn't worth it. Would not repurchase it at all. Next up, I have All-Purpose Cleaner. You guys know I love these ones because they last a longer time. However, Blue Grotto wasn't my favorite when it comes to cleaning. Now, some people have different, there's only a selected amount of aromas that you can choose from. And for whatever reason, some people do like let's say Blue Grotto, they like them more of a cleaning supply, or some people like it more in the bathroom, or more just to smell it and wear. And some people just like them only in wax bars. So I think personally, this one I would just stick with waxes only, and not even waxes. I feel like Blue Grotto is one of those very clean kind of pine sol scents that it's hard for me to digest. Next up, I have the Sweet Orange Pomander Scentsy Break. I believe this was from last year. However, I was able to get my hands onto this one. As you heard it first, it's more of a sweet orangey pumpkin, whereas the one I spoke before, let's say the Bright Cider, this is more of a red apple kind of thing, whereas this one is more orangey, but it still has that spiciness of pumpkin. I really like that one. I thought that one did really good. Next up, I have the Blueberry Cheesecake. So this one I purchased it because there was a scent that we saw at Bath & Body Works. I think that's the name of the place. and I really liked one of them, and Domel said that specific one smelled like donuts. So I was like, you know what, I had to find a scent by the name of something that I really think that it's more closer. So this one was very, very on the point, and to me, I felt like it lasted a good amount of time, 2 days. But for whatever reason, it was not my favorite. For some reason, I felt like it needed a little bit, maybe add a little bit of spice or cinnamon, but blueberry cheesecake was just not my favorite scent, and it didn't perform as I thought it would. Next up, I have this one. I hope I can get my hands into all of them, but if not, I'll let you know right now that this is from the collection of Harry Potter. Each of them have a different type of scent. I gotta tell you that if you get your hands onto this ones, there's 4 of them, or there are 4 of them, excuse me. I believe I have some of them in here, unless I trash them. Yeah, probably trash them. But there's like 4 of them. There's a blue one, there's a green one, and of course there's 2 beautiful ones. Hopefully I can get my hands. Nope. Maybe I trash them, or maybe I have not used them just yet. Who knows? But I gotta tell you very quickly that these are really, really beautiful. I'm sorry for the whole mess, but I gotta tell you that this is how Hufflepuff smells like, to me, like a rainy forest. I really like it. I think this is beautiful. This is more of a string wood scent, this is more of a masculine scent. I'm not sure if I'm 100% into the scent. However, it performed beautifully, and when you warm it up, it's more of an apple one, like has a hint of apple. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I really thought that was fantastic. Next up, I have this one. This is the Desert Tropics. This was one of the scent of the months, I think either last month, either July or August. This smells really, really good. This is more of a fruity one. I think when you receive new scent of the months, what I like to do for me is if I warm them immediately, I feel like the aroma doesn't really last more than 1 day and a half. So what I like to do is I keep them, then I warm them like, I don't know, 2 months later or a month later, and that works perfectly fine with me. This is Ruby Nectarine. You guys know I love this scent. I wish I would have saved it onto my Scentsy subscription. This was right when I joined Scentsy, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Really, really recommend it on that. Next up, I have this Watermelon Tangerine. This is one of the favorite scents of the Mel's bars, and you can plug this ones onto your car, in the mirror. It smells really good. Even though right now the heat is very, very like on top of you, I feel like they last for a pretty good amount of time, like a week and a half, because definitely the sun is on top of it, mostly if you do not have a garage. Next up, I have this one. This is by the brand of Walmart, and I personally think this is one of my favorite scents of all time from anywhere. This is amber and rose only, and I don't know what it is, but I talked to you guys about it before, and I feel like amber is definitely a scent that I really, really enjoy. I feel like this is more of a perfumey scent. It's more on the feminine side, but I feel like it adds a little bit of a spice when it comes to your home. So if you feel like you need something that it's more on the feminine side, this is definitely something that you want to try. However, they don't last as long. I think this one lasted probably no more than 16 hours. So there's a whole difference when it comes to quality. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't think they last as long as I wish it would. Next up, I have the Cinderella one. This is more of a, I don't know, this is more of a kids, children, girl type of vibe. I feel like this is what I would have wished probably when I was 6 years old, living my Cinderella dreams, probably, or Cinderella, probably this is what I would like for it to be my scent. But now that I'm older, I don't see myself warming this type of bar regularly because it's more on the sweeter plastic side. Next up, I have Apricot Vanilla. I gotta say that this was a very interesting add-on. So what I did is I was adding the Ruby Nectarine, or this one right here, the Desert Tropics, and I would add 1 cube of the Apricot Vanilla, and it definitely gave it a different vibe. I talked to you guys before about this one, and I think Apricot Vanilla added a little bit more on the warmer side, and it was really beautiful and very empowering. Next up, I have this one. This is the Carb Bar by Pink Sugar Berry Mint. This is a good scent. I gotta admit that I'm very surprised with some of the scents that they make for the car. They are definitely on top notch. I wish it would last a little longer, but the heat is so, again, it's just ongoing issue. Next up, I have the Bring Back My Bar. Now, you guys may ask, you used to do a lot of almost monthly videos on Scentsy, and I think when it was like the Bring Back My Bar, I don't know if it was a month ago or 2 months ago, they had a sale for the consultants. You guys know I'm a consultant, so I'll probably either link over here, the QR code somewhere in here, or our website, and I get deals on them. So they had a deal where you could purchase the whole Bring Back My Bar collection that they were trying to bring back pretty much, and I decided to order 2 of them because I usually pretty much warm 2 bars at a time for the whole home, and they last me 2 to 3 days. So I have plenty of wax bars, so that's why I decided to put a stop, because I had a lot of them and I cannot be a hoarder, mostly right now when there's really good things in my personal life going on, just so you know. So this is the very peary pumpkin. This pumpkin I was not attracted. This one I felt like was more of it's very, very sweet candy pumpkin. I just wasn't a fan of it. So do what you want with that information. Next up, I have the Chase the Rainbow. This one is orange. The Chase the Rainbows was a very beautiful collection, but I felt like it needed a little bit of something more, at least for me as a customer. I felt like it lacked a little bit of the strength on long lasting. It lacked a little bit more on the spiciness, more on the variety. It's either always very aquatic or always very clean. So I just felt like that one wasn't the vibe for me. Next up, I have Clothesline. So this is a scent that smells really, really good for you if you wash your clothes with Clothesline, wash your waves, or the laundry soap. However, the Clothesline, when I warmed it up on literally in this house, which is your house, I felt like I lost the track of it. I couldn't really tell what was burning, so I don't know. Let's see, Sweet Sugar Lemon Wax here. So this is of a brand that also sells at Walmart. Wouldn't recommend it. Doesn't last more than 2 hours. I'm not even joking with you guys. The scent is beautiful. Again, it smells really citrusy. Literally, it's just like sugar lemon. Kind of like if you were preparing yourself for a margarita or something citrusy to have, but it just not lasting. Would not recommend it. This is the Blackberry Orange Marmalade. This is a very strong in potency. I want to say that this lasted at least 3 to 4 days. So good, you guys. So good. If I could buy it again, I would buy it in a heartbeat, because this is so good that Domel fell in love right as soon as I put it, and he was like, it smells really good. I wonder what that is. Next up, I have this one. This is Bring Back My Bar. This is the Sweet Amber and Freesia. This almost reminds me to my most favorite scent from Walmart. This is the Amber and Rose. Both of them have amber. Now, however, this one is more on the floral side. Yeah, this smells more like a rosy amber, almost as a perfume, but this one smells more like a little bit more fresher, and it's slightly a little bit less with the strength, like less stronger than the other one. So I was like, I wish it would have been as close as the other one, then I could have put it on my subscription. As you guys know, I started waxing or melting some waxes from Yankee Candle, and this is the last one that I have. Pink Sand smells so good, you guys. I thought it would bring me back memories from when we went to Puerto Rico. However, I was just not a fan of it. It didn't last long. I couldn't smell it. The cubes are a little bit different from the regular wax cubes from Scentsy or even the Walmart ones. They were more on the circular side. Would not recommend it. I just don't know what it is. Next up, I have the Sea Salt Avocado. This smells a little bit good. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed on this one. I was not able to smell it at the car. I don't know what it was, but it was just not it for me. Next up, I have Glacial Water. This is one of those crisp scent like Clothesline that I spoke to you guys before. This is like very similar, but it's more on aquatic, as I mentioned it before. It is the scent of the month of August, so we'll see what happens in the month of September. Next up, I have Cranberry Pumpkin Spice. I talked about this one. I wish it would have been more, the strength would have been like louder and stronger. I don't know what it was. Next up, I have By the Sea. This is such a beautiful scent. My light is starting to like turning back and on and off. All right, I finally turned it off because I was like, I'm not having this. So I'm gonna put a side in here in the middle because I literally ran out of space. But I'm gonna tell you, I have By the Sea. This is such a beautiful, tranquil, aquatic scent. I love it because it makes me feel relaxed. I wish I could put it in pictures, but I feel like I'm having a day of spa with Domel in an island where there's only him and I enjoying life with the coconut water pure from the coconut. Like, that's how I feel. I love By the Sea. It's a very clean scent. Next up, I have this one is a mule cider and spices. This is definitely my second, or it's between my first 5 bars, favorite bars from Scentsy. This is definitely, I want to say, my second favorite bar. It smells so good. Again, it smells as if I was walking into the Vogue office in New York and I would see Miss Anna Wintour, and I just love it. I feel like this smells really elegant, very classy, very good, very flavorful. It smells like cider, and it has that beautiful spice at the end, and it lasts a longer time. But it's all gone, so I cannot buy it again. Next up, I have blackberry orange marmalade. I've spoke about it before. Let's see what we have here. Desert Tropics. Again, this is a really good one. Next up, I have another Glacier Water, which is a scent of the month of August. Let's see, another Glacial Water. As you guys know, I like to use my warmer a lot, and I like to use my bars pretty much every single month that I can. So let's say if I get a bundle and I really enjoy the aroma, I put them aside and I just warm 2, and then I still warm them, the rest of them, at a time, so I don't get either sick of the aroma, and I let them sit in for a minute. Now, usually in this house, we have the AC at 78, so even though 78, 76, it's not a lot, I still see them sweating sometimes at bars, so that is completely normal, at least in my personal experience. So another very, very pumpkin, another Desert Tropics. So I have another Desert Tropics right here. I have a Johnny Appleseed. So if you are unsure of which aroma to add, definitely try the Johnny Appleseed. This is more of a very in the berries, and it is fantastic. It also has that vibe of apples. And I really, really think that this is if you're planning to gift in something to somebody who is a new homeowner, or maybe you're trying to buy something new for you because you work hard for your money, this is something that you want to add onto your bucket, because this is really, really good. Very fragrant, very aromatic, and it smells throughout your whole home, house, however you want to call it. Next up, I have my last one. This is the Amazon Rain Scentsy Fresh. I feel like I ordered this one just out of curiosity to explore the whole line of freshes, and I felt like since I use a lot of Fabrices, it would really work for me. However, I felt like this works more on clothes, and if you spray too much, they can make them feel a little bit, you know, when you sit down on the laundry clothes for a day or 2 days because you forgot about them, and then I don't know where you want to wash them again, and then they have this like really weird scent. That's how I feel if you add too much when you spray on your clothes or your closet. So I wouldn't recommend it. Just be mindful. Next up, I have the Bring Back My Bar. That one was on the scent of Sweet Amber and Freesia. We spoke about this one. Another Glacial Water. I have another Glacial Water. I have a baked apple pie. So let's talk about the baked apple pie. It smells like, again, as an apple pie. However, has a warmness as if it literally came out of the oven. So if you like those type of scents, baked apple pie is the scent that you want to go in for. I have another Glacial Water here. I know I have so many of the same ones. I'm sorry. I have another Desert Tropics. I have Johnny Appleseed in a miniature one because I really love that. I thought it was phenomenal. This is Pink Lemon Water. You guys know how I felt this one. This one I think came in May. I felt like it just wasn't it for me. I felt like it didn't last longer. Blue Grotto, you guys know how I feel about it. And another Orange Rainbows, Cheese Rainbows. And last but not least, I have a Coastal Sunset. This is a scent that smells better if you wanna buy it in a car aroma. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So let me know in the comments down below, how do you guys feel about this pretty much empties of Scentsy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Remember, we have a giveaway. It probably be coming with more surprises. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.